the football overseas, we've got Serie A game week 24 predictions, and we had a couple matches in the Coppa Italia, two quarterfinals in midweek. We had Inter defeating Torino 2-1 with goals from Bonnie and Andy Diouf, and Kulnovic pulled a goal back. And in yesterday's quarter-final between Atalanta and Juventus, it was a 3-0 victory for Atalanta. So Maka scored a penalty. Sulmana and Pasalic added further goals in the second half. Unfortunately, Scalvini went off injured, but the substitutes, they did the damage. Belanova and Kristovic got the assist for goals. Embarrassing defeat for Juventus, but was Juventus targeting the weekend fixture against Lazio for a bounce back, especially against Inter? We're managing the rotation of players in certain games. Yildiz was benched. Cambiasa was left wing. Jeremy Boga was on the bench as well. Crazily enough, all those decisions. So the league table after game week 23, Inter are still top of the table with that 5-point margin. Basically, what I'm trying to say is all the top four won. All the top four won. All of them. Inter on 55 points, AC Milan on 50 points, Napoli on 46 points, Juventus on 45 points, Roma suffered defeat. They're on 43 points. Como are on 41 points, and Atalanta as well. Lazio and Udinese on 32 points, and Bologna now, they dropped to 10th. At the bottom of the table, you've got Hellas Verona and Pisa, both on 14 points. Fiorentina on 17 points. Basically, none of the bottom 7 all won. They all lost. So, yeah, it's as you were, really and truly. But let's get stuck into to do this week's predictions, because we have a big relegation 6-pointer between Hellas Verona and Pisa. Now, interestingly, I'm going to keep it a blunt. I think this has got a 0-0 draw written all over it. Yeah. But Genoa on Saturday's games, we've got Genoa versus Napoli. Genoa are a side that can cause Napoli severe problems if they are not careful. This could lead to dropped points. But I think Napoli will just about have enough. And I'm saying 2-1 to Napoli with this man's quality. Antonio Vegora. Yeah. He's got a real aura, this lad. That's what I'm saying. But yes, we got a number of injuries, but we should be able to get the job done. Genoa only have Sisquest injured and Baldanzi out. But yeah, I'm saying 2-1 to Napoli. Fiorentina versus Torino. This could be a sticky situation that for Fiorentina. Fiorentina are trying to move out the relegation zone. Both sides cannot defend. It's all crazily. Fiorentina, with their attack, they should be able to just sneak a tight. They should be able to sneak a tight 1-0 win, but yeah, against Torino, should be able to sneak a tight 1-0. But don't be surprised if this game ends in a draw. Don't be surprised. For Sunday's games, we've got Bologna versus Parma. Bologna, ooh, this could be real danger for Bologna, especially with their recent form, I think it could be a draw. I think it could be a draw for Bologna. They're not playing well. Ideally, not playing well at all. I'm thinking it could be a 1-1 draw. AC Milan's game against Como's been postponed. I don't know why. I think Como got Napoli in the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia. I think that's why they called it off. But yeah, interestingly enough, we've got Lecce versus Udinese, Lecce versus Udinese, and I think Udinese gets the job done. 2-0 to Udinese. Sassuolo versus Inter could be a real interesting game as well. Sassuolo do have the capabilities of stopping Inter, but I don't know. Will Inter get a bit complacent? Do you know what Inter are we gonna get? Because don't get me wrong, they're absolutely cooking. They're absolutely cooking as well. But Sassuolo are a side that can cause some trouble. I reckon Sassuolo beat Inter 2-1. Surely there's got to be a title race on still. Can't have one team running away. You know what I mean? But yeah, Juventus versus Lazio. I think Juventus are definitely going to have a better showing against Lazio. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win. Tight 1-0 win for Juventus. Atalanta versus Cremonese. That's a Monday game. And Atalanta are playing really well. Atalanta playing great. Cremonese not been on great form. I think Atalanta beat Cremonese 2-1. And for Roma versus Cagliari, Roma, they will bounce back against Cagliari. Cagliari winless in 3. They will be able to bounce back. And I'm thinking Roma should be able to get the job done. Could be a 2-0 win for Roma. 2-0 win for Roma. What do you guys think about my predictions? Do you agree with my predictions? What scorelines would you predict for these games? Let me know in the comments on Football Overseas. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you a lot later for another one. Peace.